What's up, guys? This one's for our first-time home buyers, and by definition, first-time home buyers are anyone who doesn't own a home that would like to. And I'm going to tell you right now that I'm excited for the current situation because you have the biggest opportunity you've had in the last 3 years to get into a home. We'll talk about all that, what it means, and why now is such a critical time for you to make a move before they raise your rents and you continue to pay someone else's mortgage versus your own. What's up, guys? Jeremy Kane, eXp Realty here. So excited to talk to you about first-time home buyers and getting in on this opportunity. But first, as always, please like, comment, subscribe. I would be happy to discuss anything real estate with you, whether you're a first-time home buyer or a homeowner. But today, we're really going to dive into those non-homeowners because even as a landlord, I don't want to see you continue to pay rent. So let's kind of dive in and talk about this. The current real estate market, as you've seen, if you saw last week's video, interest rates are up. People are freaking out. There's a lot of uncertainty in the market. There's a lot of fear. And I hear a lot of people just saying, oh, I'm gonna wait till the spring. Well, those are the same people that I said that we're gonna wait till the market slowed down, that we're gonna wait till, prices started coming down. The time is now. Prices have dipped a little bit as far as coming down. That's, kind of a matter of perspective, and the rates are higher. So it might cost you a little more right now to get into a mortgage. But with the uncertainty, we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know where they're gonna go. That's one thing about mortgages. Like if you get in now and it goes up, you're locked in. If you get in later and it goes down, you can always refinance. So those are things that, you kind of have control over. What you don't have control over is the value of the homes. And I'm here to tell you that our home prices have cooled off a little bit, but crashing, not gonna happen. And there's a lot of reasons for that. And the biggest reason is we have a lot of unrealized equity. And so, yeah, our homes have come down in value a little bit. We can't sell for $25,000 more than the person next door sold last week, but it's just not, that just wasn't healthy. We can't sustain at 21% in, appreciation in a single year. And we've talked about that. We've been on that. And so now as we kind of come back to a little more normal, I want you to know that, inventory is way up and, these little numbers give sensationalized percentage increases, 200% and all this stuff. But we had such little inventory and we had such little numbers to deal with. Just a small increase, is a big number as the percentages go. So don't get tied up into that. Don't get tied up in the headlines. We're still below where we were inventory wise in 2019, which was our last normal housing market. So just know that that's the case, but year over year, month over month, those numbers will kind of shock you a little bit. So as those kind of come out, and I'll do my market report here tomorrow or the next day, and that'll be out for you guys to really dive into the numbers, but that's not what this one's about. This one's about first-time home buyers and what it takes to get in the market because of this opportunity. Because for the last 3 years, we've been overbidding, giving away inspections, and waiving appraisals, and doing pretty much whatever the seller asked. Now you have the opportunity to get in. So what's that mean? What's it gonna take? And what are the consequences? I will tell you that you will pay a little more, but here's the thing. If you pay a little more today, and that's what the average mortgage rate is, and that's what investors are paying, and investors have higher interest rates in owner-occupied homes, that's what the rents are gonna be in 6 to 9 months, and you have absolutely no control over that. You have to have shelter, you have to pay that bill. So wouldn't you want to have a little more control over your mortgage and that kind of stuff? And the truth is, if it goes down 5 or 10%, which I don't think it'll go down too much, you still just don't sell and you don't lose, right? You still have that mortgage payment. It's still straight across the board, except for when they raise taxes and insurance. And as that goes, you'll be good to go. So understand that security in getting in now is huge. So what's it take to get in? In Colorado, we're very lucky. We have, CHFA, we have DPA, we have a couple of down payment assistance programs that, and they cost a little more money, but they cost money over time versus, having it. So you could literally get into a home for $1,000 right now. That's a minimum for some of the down payment assistance programs. And they're not going to pay the whole thing. They're not going to do all they need to do. We're going to take what they give you as a grant or a, silent second as they call it. And you don't have to pay that back until you refinance or sell your home. And the grant obviously goes away and falls off after a certain amount of time. But you're going to pay a little higher interest rate, but the interest rate actually, even when rates were above 7, the chaffer rates were below 7. So that's, something to be said for that as well. And you're going to pay for that home, and you're going to buy that home, you're going to be in it, and you're going to have that mortgage rate, $1,000. And I'm going to tell you right now, I hate putting people in homes with, $1,000 to their name, and they put it towards their down payment or whatever. And you do need a little bit of cushion. I always say $5,000 to $10,000 is nice to have, as a leftover, but getting in is super important right now. And there's options, if something catastrophic happens, home warranties and insurance and that kind of stuff. So literally $1,000 can get you in a home, and that's something to be said. And then we just need to make sure your payments are right. That might mean moving across the street or moving to a, neighborhood that's not at the top of your list. But if that neighborhood is safe and you feel comfortable in it, and maybe you have to change schools, kids, or whatever, but if we can get you in a home and you're not paying rent, that's a huge deal. And just that understanding that right now we can get seller concessions and the seller can pay, and that's kind of what I was talking about earlier. $1,000, we'll get some seller concessions and all your fees will be gone, right? They'll be paid for, seller will pay for those. You'll just have that mortgage that you have to worry about. You're working on that. And the thing is, like, in 6 to 9 months, when all the rents are going up, your mortgage will stay the same. And so that's where it's just this opportunity, because the seller will give concessions, because you can offer below bidding, because you can go look at a house 2 times and think about it, because you can ask for inspection items, because you don't have to, pay more than appraised value. And most of the houses are appraising right now because the comparables are higher. And, that's another topic, but that's the point, is we have a chance. And if you are interested, I have a first-time homebuyers guide that I can share with you. Please comment below and I will reach out to you. I will comment back and we'll get that contact information, and I'll send that to you absolutely for free. So if you're interested in that, please do so. But that's it. The market is the market. It's going to go up and down. Again, if it goes down and you buy right now and it goes down a little bit, just hold on while it's down. It'll come back up. Real estate will always come back up. That demand will pick up. The minute that those interest rates drop, people are going to be back out there. I was told that mortgage applications were down 15% just from that dip or bump over 7% last week. So 15% is a huge number, which means there's less competition out there. There's 10% higher inventory. So you factor that in, 15% less, mortgage applications, which means less competition, and 10% more listings to choose from. You have a little bit of time, and we can make that smart investment, get you into something that's going to appreciate and absolutely change your life. So if you're interested in any of that, or you want to talk further, all these situations and, rates and all of that stuff is dependent on your situation. And, maybe you have a lease up in 6 months and you're like, oh man, that's scary because you just said that the spring was going to be more competitive. But let's talk about that. Let's see what it looks like and have that conversation, because now is your opportunity to get into home ownership. I don't care what the news headlines are saying. It's important to me to have everybody that I can into a home and helping them start to build their wealth and not pay someone else's mortgage. As I have rentals too. People pay my mortgage. I appreciate that. They'll never go away, but I love helping people get into homes and start that journey to financial freedom through real estate. So as always, Jeremy Kane, eXp Realty, thanks so much for tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe. Again, if you're interested in that free first-time homebuyers guide, more importantly, the consultation, you can book a call in the Calendly link below, and I will look into your situation and see if it is the right thing for you at the right time, and just kind of lay it all out there and let you make that decision. But home ownership is for everyone, and I promise you that now is the best opportunity you've had for the last 3 years and may have for the next 5 after this. So let's chat. Jeremy Kane. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.